Leroy's Pokemon Crystal Walkthrough, Part 42. What's going on, everybody? It's Leroy. Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal version, and welcome back to the Elite Four. In the last video, we kicked things off in the Pokemon League by taking down the first member, Will, and his Psychic-type Pokemon, which means today we can head into the second room to take on Koga, the Poison-type Master, who also uses a blend of Bug-types on his team. And Koga is making a comeback from first generation, where he starred as one of the most mediocre to poor gym leaders in the game, and his levels are actually down from what they were in Pokemon Yellow version compared to Pokemon Crystal version, so don't ask me how this guy got promoted to the Elite Four, but I will show you my team really quick that I'm going to use to take this guy on. So really quickly here, I've got Hot Sauce, my Typhlosion, up in the lead spot. Typhlosion's going to be here to take down all of his Bug-type Pokemon, and he starts with a couple of Bug-types on his team, so Typhlosion should be perfect for that. I'm also going to be bringing back Blackout for this video, and I've got the Magnet on her this time around. Yeah, I'm hoping that Elekid can get in there to take care of that Crobat that he's got on his team. And last up, I'm going to be using my Ursaring in this fight. I threw the Soft Sand on him, just an item I had laying around to boost up my Ground-type moves. And I did teach him Earthquake, which is going to be super effective against Poison types. Koga actually only has one Pokemon that's weak to Ground, so they're not going to thrive as much as you might hope for, but that's okay because he has plenty of other weaknesses that you can exploit in the fight. And with all that said, let's get this thing started! The second member of the Elite Four! Fwahaha! I am Koga of the Elite Four! Yeah, imagine laughing like a creep like that every time you introduce yourself. I live in the shadows, a ninja! Yeah, he claims to be a ninja, but I think rule number one of being a ninja is that you're not supposed to tell anybody you're a ninja. But he says he's going to use confusion, sleep, and poison as part of his sinister technique, so yeah, more creepy laughter. So yeah, he says that Pokemon's not about brute force. You shall soon see. Yeah, he likes to use all kinds of weird strategies, mostly evasion and poison is what Elite Four Koga's gonna use to try to beat you. And look at him, he's all dressed up in his cape like it's Halloween or something. I mean, seriously, you're a full-grown man wearing a cape at work. Like, what? Anyways, he's going to start off with an Ariados on his team. This thing is a bug and a poison, which means it's going to be weak to fire, psychic, flying, and rock type. And I'm going with fire to take this thing out because why wouldn't I? I started with a fire type on my team. This Ariados knows Double Team, Spider Web, Baton Pass, and Giga Drain. So kind of his strategy is to use Double Team to boost his evasion. He might use Spider Web on you to stop you from switching out, which is kind of a ridiculous strategy because you're probably starting off with a Pokemon that you want to use anyways. But yeah, then he'll try to Baton Pass at some point. Fire Punch for the win. I don't even imagine I need a Fire Blast to take care of this thing, and I'm not worried about any of its moves regardless, so there's an easy one-hit KO. I don't think I've ever actually seen Ariados' strategy develop because I always kill it before it can even get that far, but that'll get me up a level. Just be careful if you have a Golem or a Quagsire or something because he does have Giga Drain. Next up is going to be his Forretress. This Pokemon is only weak to fire types, so I'm definitely going to stick in with my Hot Sauce here. And Forretress is actually 4 times weak to fire, so if you have fire, you're definitely going to beat it. I would even recommend bringing the Fire Punch TM, even if you just want to use it as like a one-time thing for this Forretress. It's very hard to deal with if you don't have fire. It has really bad special defense, so you can get away with using like Surf, Electric type moves, and stuff like that, but avoid your physical attacks at all costs because this thing is a defensive beast. It's going to be able to take all your hits. It knows Protect, Swift, Explosion, and Spikes. So eventually it's just going to use Explosion on you, but it's likely going to set up some Spikes first, which makes it kind of annoying when you switch into different Pokemon. Fire Punch will be a one-hit KO though. Don't even need to worry about it. So yeah, Forretress can be a nightmare if you don't have any fire types on your team, but like I said, stick to your special attacks and you should be doing alright. It's kind of like the Steelix that you fought against Jasmine earlier. So next up is going to be his Muck. This is his only pure Poison-type Pokemon, so I'm going to go over to Roosevelt. Like I was mentioning, I've got Earthquake ready to go, so yeah, Muck is going to be weak to both Psychic and Ground-type. I should also mention that Steel types work really well against Koga because none of his Poison-type attacks work against Steel types. This Muck does know Sludge Bomb, Toxic, Minimize, and Acid Armor. kind of his strategy is to poison you with Toxic and then boost up his evasion so that you just miss and slowly die via Toxic. Basically the lamest strategy in the world, and it's what he does with all of his Pokemon, so we'll go with an Earthquake. I want to get that in there before he does any of his minimized crap. And yeah, that's kind of what he meant at the beginning of the battle by, you know, I don't use brute force, and his weird strategy of like, yeah, let me just use Toxic and evasion hacks and hope I get really lucky. But yeah, in this instance, I'm badly poisoned. It's not really a big deal. It takes a long time to start racking up the damage, and we can easily get in there for the kill before we have to worry about it, so... yeah, if it becomes an issue, like if you're going to be in a long back and forth fight, I would definitely heal it up. But if you're in a position like this where you're just one hit away, definitely go in there for the Earthquake. You're not even going to get damaged by the Toxic the following turn if you knock them out, so... yeah, pretty handy. So down goes the Muck, a bunch of experience there. Not quite up a level though, but that's okay. And next up is going to be Venomoth! Yeah, another crappy, unexciting Pokemon, so let's stick back to the main game plan, because whatever, I'm poisoned. I probably could kill this thing, but it's faster than me, it could confuse me, and a whole lot of nonsense, so we'll just switch over to Typhlosion to play it safe here. And this Venomoth is only going to be at level 41, which is just freaking hilarious, because in Pokemon Yellow version, Koga had a level 50 Venomoth. So, from going from Gym Leader to Elite Four member, he lost 9 levels on his Venomoth. This thing knows Psychic, Toxic, Supersonic, and Gust! But Venomoth isn't a flying-type Pokemon, it just has wings, it's a bug and poison, just like Ariados. So this thing's got some decent bulk to it, I guess, even though it doesn't look like it, so just to be absolute sure I get the one-hit KO, let's go with a Fire Blast and see how that does. And I missed, of course, dang it. And I'll take a Psychic, but no big deal. Should be able to brush that right off. It's got decent special attack, but, you know, it's got no same type attack bonus moves. And my Fire Blast lands for the second time, so that takes care of Venomoth. Yeah, I don't know why Koga has such an awful selection of Pokemon in this fight. Yeah, leave me a comment telling me what you would give Koga if you were in charge of this game for his team of 5, because I think y'all could do a lot better than what they came up with in this one. Fortunately, he does have a Crobat, which is pretty cool, so Crobat is his best Pokemon. I'll switch out for this guy and go over to my Elekid to take advantage of that flying type that he's got. So Crobat's gonna know Toxic, Double Team, Quick Attack, and Wing Attack. So another limited offensive moveset that's kind of focused around boosting up his evasion and poisoning you. Yeah, Crobat is super fast, he's always going to get the first hit off, basically the fastest Pokemon in the game. But you should have some experience with Crobat from dealing with all of the Team Rocket guys. So I'm hoping that I can get in here with a couple of these Thunder Punches. I don't have great defense, but I should be able to take Wing Attack, which is not very effective. So, yeah, not a terrible amount of damage, not so bad, so... hopefully, Thunder Punch does enough here. Let's go. Ooh, not looking like it's quite going to be a 2-hit KO. That's not what I wanted, but I guess we'll see what he does on the next turn. Okay, here comes the Toxic, so now I'm badly poisoned, but that's okay, because that might actually work out just like I want it to, where I can get in with 2 more Thunder Punches here. So, holy smokes, that one took him out! I did not expect that at all. Was not seeing a 2-hit KO based on the first hit, but... he got it done, so yeah, 2 of my Pokemon got poisoned that battle, but we didn't actually have to take any poison damage, so not bad. And that's gonna do it for Elite Four. Koga, that's right, get out of here, go back to the gym where you came from, you worthless clown in a cape. Oh, Blackout's evolving. Yeah, we'll cancel that until after the Elite Four. But yeah, I'll never understand why Koga, of all of the gym leaders, was the one who got the call to come on up to the Elite Four. I mean, he's like the least memorable of all of the Gen 1 gym leaders. He sucked back then, and he sucks now. It would have been way cooler in my eyes if they had done like Brock or Misty or something, but I don't know, maybe they wanted those characters in place for the after-game portion. But Koga is not the only Elite Four member who is back from the original games. Next up, we have the Fighting-type Master, Bruno, who's back for his second consecutive Elite Four appearance. So that's going to do it for this video, but I'll see you guys all next time for the 3rd member of the Elite Four. Stay tuned for more.